Well, today we're going to be speaking with Mike Cargile. Mike Cargile is running for Congress in California's 35th congressional district. I believe, Mike, you're the only congressional candidate this cycle who it has been unendorsed by the Republican Party. Is that a correct credential that you have?
Yes, actually, I am the only congressional candidate in the nation who's been unendorsed twice now by the Republican Party for being what they consider too conservative.
So give me was there communication? Did they tell you on what issues you're just too far to the right?
No, actually, they scrolled. A few weeks ago, they had an unendorsement meeting of their board of directors,
Yeah.
and they said, "Here, you've got 2 minutes to talk." And I said, "Talk about what? What do you want to talk about?" And they said, "Well, watch this." And they rolled 4 minutes of memes off of Facebook that go all the way back to 2018. And I knew where this came from because this was how George Soros had attacked me in the last cycle.
Oh,
And they said,
Soros is going after you.
he has. And so the Republican Party's using the Soros playbook. He came after me with Media Matters and Axios last time, trying
Would
to
you say
brand me.
Soros has infiltrated the Republican establishment at this point?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So they came after me and tried to. Now, remember back in 2020, this was the world of BLM riots and things like that. So he had unearthed a conversation, a private conversation I had had with a friend of mine about the prevalent use of the N word in rap music. And I said, that's all. So we're typing this out. And I said, that's all they're doing right now is building the songs around the N word. And I typed the N word out, expressing, my concern because
Right.
I
Not a
wanted to
word
get
you would ever use other than citing it, of course.
correct, correct. But when you're having a conversation in Messenger, you have to type it out.
Right.
And so they found this and said, oh, look, he's a racist. He's using the N word. And that was the narrative. And the New York Times picked it up, LA Times, Boston, everywhere suddenly because of the environment at that time. A
Wow, that
white
is so,
guy.
Mike. I don't want to let this slip because this is mind blowing. George Soros, who at the time of, I guess, when this happened was 90, I think he's 92 now, 90-year-old George Soros obtained a private text communication that you had with someone else bemoaning the use of the N-word in rap music. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, that is an incredible story.
And then they take it and they go, look, see, white guy writes out the N word and he's a racist. And then they
Wow.
just sort of cascade, and that's
It's
politics.
almost unbelievable, to be perfectly frank. I think many in my audience will struggle to believe that.
Well, it's what happened, and it
Yeah.
was what was regurgitated by the California Republican Party a couple weeks ago
Wow.
as further evidence. And they said publicly in their meeting, anyone can look this up because it's all over the internet now what
Yeah.
they did to me. But they said, how did this guy make it through the primary? We unendorsed him in 2020, and here he is again, and we're having to unendorse him again.